had some crazy jobs over the years. My first one was at age 8, working in our family meat market. And we were only open during deer season. My first job was using bolt cutters to snap the legs off of the deer so that when we took it in, racked it up for it to, be gutted and bled out so that we could properly process it. If you don't snap the legs off, then the skin would get caught up on the hooves. So that was my first job at 8, which is kind of weird to allow an 8-year-old to be just running around with bolt cutters. But you have to remember the times. It was the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, that was my first job. I loved working at that meat market. I looked forward to deer season every single year. One, because it was quality time with my family. My cousin is a few months older than me, and her little brother is a couple years younger than me. And the three of us were always at the meat market together. And to this day, I still wrap my meat in butcher paper and mark it the same way that we did 30 plus years ago in that meat market before I freeze any of my meat. I thought about it in a long time until I was talking about it with a coworker last week, thinking and I grew up in a prison town. The stories that I can tell about my childhood are absolutely funny and insane and wild. But yeah, 8-year-old Tara was running around with bolt cutters, snapping off deer legs during deer season. And I was also helping cut the rack out of the deer's head for the hunters that wanted to keep their antlers for display later. More than just a makeup and skincare girl, I got some wild stories about my days in the country, growing up in a very small rural town in central Texas. So with that said, tell me about y'all's crazy jobs.